and listening to them. And we're talking about the issues that are most important to them, and that's what I want.
What are some of those issues that you're going to run on?
So, I feel very strongly about supporting public education, protecting our right to vote, making sure that our young people find New Hampshire attractive and stay here, and grow our economy. I think those are job training, investing in workforce. Those are some of the issues that are most important to me, and that's what I hear voters say.
Your primary opponent wants to lay claim to the title of the progressive in the race. What do you tell those more progressive-leaning Democrats about your record?
Well, I stand on my Senate record, which is a bold and progressive record, and also being progressive and fighting for these issues, Adam, is not new to me. I've been doing this my entire life into the state Senate, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that as well.
Ethan DeWitt, Concord Monitor. So I just wanted to nail down, I'm sure this is going to be asked a lot, but are you planning to not sign the new tax bill? Can you just elaborate a little bit more into that?
I've been really very clear with our voters that I will continue to but what we see in our Governor Chris Sununu is what he has promised is to raise property taxes through his school voucher that he has been pushing, and said that he has promised to push through again if
Okay, and I want to ask a little bit more about revenue. It's a bit of a wonky question, but looking ahead, there are a lot of forecasts that suggest that our revenue is not going to be as strong as it was this year, and that this year was a one-off. When you stake out your priorities in your campaign, how are you dealing with this reality that New Hampshire may have a lot less coming in, and how does that affect anything that you decide to do?
Well, as governor, you have choices to make, and what I'm concerned about is that the governor that we have today, his choice is to give tax breaks to the 30% of the wealthiest corporations, which I would not. As well, I am going to support and public education, like I always have. Attract our young people here back to our state, have an innovative and creative economy that they will build and that we will build together.
Do you think that doing that will necessitate a hike in business taxes, for instance? Would you reverse what has been done in the last 2 years?
What I would do is I would not be supporting the tax breaks to 3% of the wealthiest corporations that we have in this state.
Okay,
Instead, I would invest that money in education, job training, and a workforce, and keeping our young people.
So before, I think the next round is 2021. Would you attempt to prevent those final cuts?
Just see how our economy is going to grow with the initiatives that I plan to use. That's what we'll wait and see. And I am very positive that that's what we're going to do with our revenue. Be able to really support education, support job training, support the workforce. That will come back. It will increase profits for our businesses. They will be happy. When I meet with business leaders, what they tell me is what they're looking for is a prepared workforce. Not one has said to me.
Okay. I just want to absolutely nail that down. Are you saying that you would try to reverse those cuts, or are you saying you would keep them
I
and
don't support the tax breaks that our governor has initiated and passed for 3% of our wealthiest corporations.
So often we do have a citizen legislature here, and there are a lot of regular people around the State House, but people sometimes feel they can't access their politicians and they're not like them. What do you tell voters if they say, well, how are you like us?
How are you like that? Well, what I would say, Adam, is I am available to our voters. They know that. I'm out there every day. I've even been giving my cell phone to people to get back to me if they need to reach out. I am a governor that wants to be with the people, meet with the people, hear from the people, because I am that people's governor.
In terms of your background, though, how do people relate to you, do you think?
I think that people have always felt that the door was open. My office was open here as a senator all the time, and I think if you ask any of my constituents in my district, they would tell me I was available. That's how you learn. That's how you make the best decisions, and that's how you put policy.
To reverse to 2016, Colin Van Oostrum far outraised Chris Sununu, and yet seemed to have lost the race on name recognition. What lessons are you taking away from that race and moving ahead beyond the primaries should you win?
What I can tell you is I'm focused on building a very strong, viable campaign. We are on our